Hello everyone, welcome to today's market color recap session. I believe you can all hear me. We're just going to do a quick breakdown to see if price has traded into the levels that we marked out early on this morning, all right? So let's see. I'm going to pretty much just mark them out quickly back on our chart. Remember that during this session, we said we're expecting price to trade into certain levels. For example, on USD card, we have marked out this point and this other level on the 1 hour time frame. Then we went down to the 5 minute time frame to mark out even more specific points of interest to see what price will do at those particular zones. So let us now see what price is doing. Let's see. I'm going to mark out this is yesterday's high, yesterday's low, marked out already on the chart, and then yesterday's, or day before yesterday's low. I'm going to go ahead and adjust day before yesterday's high. Already marked out actually, so let's leave it like that. These zones have now been marked out. We're now saying that this level, if any of them is going to hold, we want to see buy. Remember that yesterday price had already traded into a support level somewhere around here. I wanted to see if it was going to hold for us to start to buy. And USD card on the M5 support level held. We're looking at this now. It's looking at the price I started to buy on this particular asset. For AUD USD, this is going to be quite fast. We did a more detailed breakdown this morning. If you missed this, just go on our YouTube channel live. For those of us who are streaming on YouTube, check the previous video. Those of us on Zoom, simply go on YouTube to watch those sessions, all right? So what did we mark out on AUD USD? I marked out 2 points of interest. The first one being right here, and the second point of interest all the way. I stated that if price was going to find support around this level, then we'll see a temporal buy between where price currently is to the next point of interest on H1, which is what we're seeing price currently doing. On M5, mark out those levels that I marked out again, just so you can see. I'll use the horizontal line this time to make it a bit faster. So yesterday's level marked out, yesterday's high as well. Delete this vertical lines. So yesterday's high, yesterday's low. Am I seeing this correctly? I've adjusted that yesterday's high, yesterday's low has been marked out. Day before yesterday's low and day before yesterday's high has also been marked out. So price is now doing this. Found support is currently trading above that support. If you see a break above these levels, then we just may be seeing the buy resumption of AUD USD. It's going to keep buying temporarily into this level before we see a sell continue to the downside, paying attention to what price has been doing since the 21st of July. All right. And then finally for NZUSD. NZUSD price is still predominantly to the upside. Structural, or rather sunshine printed retracement occurred, was saying it's possible that the sell of NZUSD continues. But how are we certain it is going to continue? That's why we like to mark out these points of interest. So 1, 2, three points of interest. Price is currently reacting off of this level. This was a support that is looking like a resistance that is going to keep holding. We want to see if it keeps selling. If not, it's going to retrace into point of interest. 1 point of interest. 2, delete this from the chart as we don't need this right here. And we don't get confused, right? So these are the 3 points of interest we're watching out for. Like I stated again, if you missed this morning's session, please go on our YouTube and watch it. It's more detailed so you understand the levels we're currently looking out for. This is just a quick recap to see if price has respected those ones. So what did we mark out on M5? We marked out yesterday's high, yesterday's low, day before yesterday's high and low. Perfect. Price has now violated the zone. If this previous support serves as current resistance, we're going to see a continuation of NU to the downside. But if price happens to start to buy and validate these levels to the upside, we're seeing buys. But for now, it's looking like this previous support would hold. But this is 5 minute time frame. It is very noisy. So it is possible to see that price comes back, validate these levels, and start to trade above. So yes, USD CAD has been moving just like we said it would. For AU and NU, we're still pretty much waiting. Again, catch up on the recap of this morning on our YouTube channel. We're going on a short break now to see a recap on indices. So please do not go anywhere. I'll be back very, very shortly. Thanks and God bless. We're going back to continue the part on indices. All right, bye.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Market Scholar. How are we doing? Hope you're having a very good afternoon. All right, quickly, we just run through the analysis on US equities, right? Equities market, US 30, NAS 100, and S&P 500. So starting with US 30, as we stated early in the morning, our bias still remain very much the same, right? Nothing has really nothing has really changed. We've not had enough volume, right? Remember in the morning we marked out this other block and we said that we are waiting for price to trade into at least 50% of the other block, right? For it to resume its bullish movement to the upside. And then we looked at some interesting, confluence in our lower time frame. On the 2-hour time frame, we have on this level another block that is yet to be tested, right? And we said that price is going to come all the way, tap into this other block, and then we'll see a resumption of bullishness into the market, like a bullish rally, right? So that's what we have, and up until now, nothing has happened. Price is just testing this other block and then reacting off of it. I believe probably into 2:30, 3 o'clock, you would see more movement, like more volume coming to the markets, and then that momentum will drive price downwards and for its reverse to the upside again. All right, that being said, on US 100, nothing really has happened today. It has just been a very quiet market all through the day. But then there's nothing we can do than just to watch, right? Be patient, watch how the market is doing, and until then, there's no need to pull any trigger. Except for those that want to scalp, but scalping this market now is really not advisable, right? It's not really advisable. It's in the middle of nowhere, so it doesn't make sense to scalp, right? We have the same thing on US 30, almost the same thing on S&P 500, meaning the market is stalling for today. And whenever the market is stalling, what do? We just wait patiently. We don't want to, stretch our luck, because these guys can really get wild, right? So that's all for it today. We don't have any intraday position. In fact, the one we thought will have taken trades on, it's yet to materialize. So for that reason, we just, the one thing you just do is have your chart side by side, so that should in case anything happens that is really interesting, you can be in the know and then take advantage of it, right? As for me today, there's no trade on US equities. I'll just be watching out for the rest of the asset class to give me, much more clarity, and that's what I'm going to use to take position, right? Instead of trying to force a trade on a US 13 ounce 100 and S&P 500. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining. Tomorrow we'll continue the market color. It's always 8:30 in the morning for the London session, and then 2 p.m. in the afternoon for the New York session. Thank you. I'm looking at the comment section. Thank you for your card advice. We move. Exactly. Thank you so much. All right, guys. Until we see tomorrow, ensure you use proper risk management. Cheers and God bless, guys.